Right, day 2, event 4, about to go down. Let's head to the yard and have a quick look at the kit. Right, next event is the Viking press. And what the guys have got to do is they're going to have, in fact, I'll show you now. So basically they're going to have this big giant globe on top of the Viking press. We've added weight on as well. So if you zoom back, you'll see the apparatus that's going to be pretty insane. But this is going to be a very hard Viking press. I think it's 150 kilos in the hands, as many reps as you can within a time limit. So let's see how they'll get on. Right, as you've just seen, this is a pretty hefty piece of kit. 330 pounds, 150 kilo in the hands, as many reps as they can within a time limit. So group 1, we've got, and this is going to be the order of the athletes going out. So we're going to have Kevin Fairs, Oscar Zielkowski, Eddie Williams, Trey Mitchell, Tristan Hoof, and Luke Stoltman. So they're going to be going out in that order. So because Luke did so good on his last event, or he's leading the points rather, he will go out last, I think. I think that's how they're going to do it. So yeah, here we go. Event 1. Well, not event 1, event 4, group 1. Here we go. Right, Viking press done. That was really, really surprising, but also really good to see Trey Mitchell come back with a win with 16 reps. Bearing in mind, his Achilles heel was only reattached 6 months ago, so being able to use his calves and whatever was pretty much non-existent. So well done to Trey. Seriously, man, I can't commend you enough how impressive that is, coming back for an injury like that and competing at the highest level. It is just insane. Second was Tristan Hoof with 15 reps. Kevin Fairs on 11. Luke Stoltman on 11. That's a bit of a surprise from Luke. I'd thought he'd do a lot better than that. Maybe he's got something going. Maybe couldn't quite fit in the apparatus. As you saw in the yard, it's quite narrow apparatus, and it's really hard to get used to that kind of thing. And sometimes it suits the I'm going to say the people with more mobility in the shoulders. It suits them a lot better. Eddie Williams did 10 reps, and then Zielkowski did 10 reps also. So points overall, Tristan Hoof in the lead with 20. Luke Stoltman's second place was 17.5. Eddie Williams 15.5. And Trey Mitchell in 4th for 14. So Trey is only a 1.5 fighting for that stone off. And if Trey gets in the stone off, he's going through to the final. Doesn't matter what's happening. So, well, Tristan Hoof is looking on fire. I think, is that... How many event wins is that? 3 event wins, at least. Really impressive from Tristan Hoof. So, right, next group up is the group 2. Austin Andrade, Gavin Bilton, Nicholas Camby, Andre Foytu, Mitchell Hooper, and Spencer Remick. So, I mean, obviously Mitchell Hooper is going to absolutely smash this. There's no doubt about it. Gavin Bilton has withdrawn, I believe. So, I'm going to go for the Mexican Eddie Hall, Austin Andrade, for second place. See you in a second. Right, I'm just with the winner of the Viking press, Mr. Trey Mitchell. Trey, that was absolutely phenomenal, mate. And I think, and I hope people appreciate this back home, like coming the back off an Achilles heel tendon reattachment, probably one of the hardest injuries on planet Earth to come back from. And you're here 6 months after the surgery, competing at the highest level on the planet. So, like, just insane, mate. Talk me through. I mean, the Viking press speaks for itself. You've got insane shoulder strength, which made up for the lack of the legs. Talk me through the recovery, mate. What's the process been like coming back from an injury like that?
Well, I got a lot of help from like Chris Duffin. He gave me a protocol to do, and like a lot of peptides to help with the healing process, and just being dedicated with the recovery protocols. Yeah, like doing electroshock therapy, like doing ultrasounds, and just like as soon as I was able to start walking again without my boot, like I was outside, going for walks in the woods, just trying to strengthen anything the Achilles as quickly as I can.
So I'd imagine you spent quite a bit of time in bed before you even be able to get up and walk.
Yeah, pretty much like I would be pretty much bedridden, but like I would be in a boot and a cast. Like I would try and get to the gym, just do upper body stuff. Yeah.
So you were in the gym with the cast on, doing the upper body, like chest and whatever.
Yeah, even like a couple months when I was moved to the boot to be able to put pressure on it, I was in the gym doing machines, leg curls, leg extensions. The good girl, bad girl machines. Anything lower body.
Fair enough. So actual prep for this, obviously you've been in the gym quite close after the surgery, but in terms of like, we've got car walk,
Yeah.
we've had the sandbag steeple, the loading event. Like training for those sort of events must have literally been non-existent.
Yeah, like I didn't get to do those until like maybe 3 months ago. I started adding weight, and even then it was really light, especially compared to World Strongest Man weights. You know,
So you're probably talking of like prep, probably 2-3 weeks, like doing anywhere near the weight you should be doing.
yeah, like the heavy, like I went to go train with Brian that training camp that I hit first time hitting 900 pounds, and then the week after that hit 950 on the yoke walk. So
Nice.
I haven't hit the 1,000 yet in training. So we'll see if we'll do this to later day.
Well, good man. Well, good luck, Trey, and just well done on your performance, mate. Absolutely phenomenal. Good job, man. Thanks, man. Right, group 2 is down. So, Andre 4-2 won that event with 15 reps. Mitchell Hooper made a mistake, only did 14. So, because he was in the last grouping, the best number before him was 13. So, I think he didn't think Andre was going to do any good. He only did 14, thinking he was going to win. And of course, when you're competing, you sort of lose track of who's doing what. And I'm afraid Andre just overtook him and did 15. So his first event loss for Mitchell Hooper. Bit of a rookie mistake, but I probably would have done the same, if I'm being honest. You just want to concentrate what you want to do. You cannot know what the person next to you is doing. So easy enough to do. So Hooper second, Nick Camby on 13, and Remick on 13. They were joint third. And then Austin Andrade let me down there, buddy. Thought we would have smashed that. Mexican Eddie Hall, he did 12. So the points overall, Mitchell Hooper in the lead with 22.5 with the car walk to go. So I'm fairly sure Hooper should be fine going through straight to the final. 42 on 20.5 and the 2.5 points behind. He is guaranteed to go into the stone offs. Austin Andrade on 15. And then way back is Spencer Remick on 10.5. So I think looking at this group, Hooper is through to the final pretty much. It's going to be Foytu and Andrade in the stone offs for group 2. So that should be exciting. Group 3 is Adam Bishop, Thomas Evans, Rob Kearney, Pi Dwyer, Matthew Ragg, and Aviar's Schmuckstellis. So big presses in this group. Tom Evans is a good presser. Pi Dwyer is really good at Viking press as well. Matthew Ragg, of course, and Schmuckstellis. Mr. Bishop is in the lead at the minute, so he needs to try and maintain that. But I know he's got a great event coming up in the car walk, so Mr. Bishop should be doing well in this event, all being good. No, in fact, we've been through this before. Every time I say Mr. Bishop's going to do good, he does bad. So Bishop's going to do crap on this event. See you in a bit. Right, group 3 results in. Thomas Evans smashed that with 17 reps. I think that's the highest out of all the groups so far. Schmuckstellis 14. Matthew Ragg 12. Kearney on 11. Adam Bishop tied 5th with Pat Dwyer on 7. So that's a big disappointment for Mr. Bishop. He's lost his lead now. So in the rig is Matthew Ragg with 19. Adam Bishop half a point behind on 18.5. Schmuckstellis on 15. Trey Evans on 14. Kearney on 9 and Pat Dwyer on 8.5. So that group is wide open. Any of those top 4 guys could get through to the final. Well, the top 3, sorry. So who's going to be in the stone off? That's a good one for group 3. Bishop needs to win this car walk, which he's capable of, but so is Matt Ragg. So Bishop's got to really perform on this next event to make sure he doesn't get in that stone off, because if he gets in the stone off against, let's say, Evans or Smuckstellis, he's got his hands full. I'm not going to say he isn't going to win. I just mean it's going to tire him out for the final, which is not ideal. Right, next event. Next group is Group 4. Marcus Crowder, Kane Francis, Rauno Heinle, Pavlo Kordiaka, Evan Singleton, and Evans Nana. What? Come on, man. The joke's done. Just stop laughing. Right, so, I mean, the favourite in that for me is got to be Evan Singleton. And then Heinle's a great presser, so's Crowder. I'm going to go Kordiaka for a dark horse on this one. Pavlo Kordiaka could smash this. It's not, he's just so technically good. Got that explosive power. So Group 4 up next. Let's get straight in it. See you in a bit. Group 4 results. Evan Singleton for the win with 16. Pavlo Kordiaka second with 14. Crowder on 12. Tied with Francis on 12. Heinle on 9. And Evans Nana on 8. Okay, so the points overall, well done to Evan, by the way. Literally, he had more reps in there. He just knew what he had to do. So Evan has literally not got out of first gear so far. He has qualified for the final with one event to go. So he's in the lead on 22 points. So it's a fight for that second place spot for the other guys. Pavlo Kordiaka is in second place at the minute on 15. Heinle on 13. And Crowder on 12.5. And Francis on 12.5. So that's quite open at the minute. Any of those 4 guys could go through. Evans Nana is on 9. I think he's out of contention of going through. So my prediction is that car walk, I'm going to say Kordiaka is going to do very well. Heinle's going to do well. Crowder's going to do very well. And Francis, geez. I think it's going to be Kordiaka versus Heinle in the stone-offs. Now, Heinle, if you remember last year, went up against Brian Shaw in the stone-offs. So it's basically a run of stones like 140 kilo up to 200, and then you just rep 200 kilos until someone gives up. Heinle did the run and 7 reps of a 200 kilo stone, narrowly missing out on a chance getting through to the final, narrowly kind of not beating Brian Shaw, but nearly did. So Kordiaka's a good stone lifter, but you cannot count Heinle out at all. So my gut feeling is that Heinle, if he gets in the stone off, is going to go through to the final of the World's Strongest Man. So we will see, though. The next event is the car walk for those guys. All right, the next group up is the last group. It's Group 5. And we have Wesley Dewinski, Nathan Goldtree, Adam Roskowski, Jaco Schoenwinkel, Tom Stoltman, and then Bobby Thompson has withdrawn. So I think Tom Stoltman for the win on this, quite comfortably. I'm going to say Schoenwinkel is going to get the second place. So yeah, I think Tom's going to go straight through to the final, if I'm being honest. He's only got the car walk to go. I can't see him going wrong on that. But we'll see how they get on now. So Group 5 up next for the Viking Press. See you in a second. Right, I'm with Mr. Singleton now after the Viking Press. Absolutely smashed that. 16 reps, more in the tank as well. I think he just knew what he had to do. 7 points in the clear. You have qualified for the final World's Strongest Man. You could literally not do the next event and still have 2 points clear. So literally an event and a half to spare in the final. How's that feel, man?
It feels really good. It's following my exact plan of conserving as much energy as possible, only exerting when I need to, turning it on when I need to, and then turning it back off. Now that I don't have to do anything for the rest of the day, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to relax. I'm going to chill. I'm going to go out and support my guys left in the group for the car walk. Then I'm going to go back to the hotel, hit the ice bath, have a nice fat steak.
Good man. So chill today, chill tomorrow. What's the plan for the final? Because obviously you've been very conservative. I've been watching you very closely. Just like never coming out of like first, second gear. I can see you conserving yourself, and you're not exploding or anything. You're not getting angry. You're just composed. So what's the plan of action for the final?
I want to maintain the same thing, but that's when I'm going to kick it into third and fourth gear. That's when I'm gonna unleash the beast, my inner beast.
What are the events you're most looking forward to in the final, and what's going to be your Achilles heel in the final?
I would say yoke and frame. I'm really looking forward to that one. Those are both notoriously good events for me, so I'm looking forward to smashing that. Getting some really good points there. I'm not looking forward to Conan's wheel.
Yeah.
I hate front carry from max distance. I hate that. I hate that so much.
Just not built right for it. Everything's just, you're tall, everything just sits up here too much.
I'm not fat, so I don't have a gut to rest it on.
That's why I was so good at it. There we go. Right then, bro. Fucking prick. Jesus. Right, Evan. I want to say well done, mate, and I'll be wishing you all the best in the final. I'll be cheering you on. So good luck, man.
Thank you very much, brother.
Thanks, you, man. Right then, Group 5 event 4 down. Roskowski did 14. Tom Stoltman tied on 14, so well done to the Polish. Dawinski 13, Goltry 13, and Schoenwinkel 12. So Schoenwinkel has lost his lead there. Tom Stoltman in the lead on 21.5, Schoenwinkel on 17, Dawinski on 16.5, Goltry on 13.5, and Roskowski on 11.5. So I think considering the event coming up next, car walk, Tom Stoltman's going to fly through that. So I think Tom Stoltman's safely through to the final. Schoenwinkel and Dawinski are probably going to be fighting it for that second place spot in the Atlas Stones. So, I mean, geez, Dawinski versus Schoenwinkel in the Stones. I think Schoenwinkel has got the edge, but we will see. Right, that is a wrap-up of event 4 on day 2 of the World's Strongest Man. The next event is the car walk, and we'll be back with you shortly, so stay tuned. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit me up in the comments, anything you want to see, anything you want me to change, and I'll do my best. Thanks for watching. Big love. Take care.